Alright, back again. We're doing another loot comp video. So we're doing routes again, as you can see. I thought I'd drop this like little route that I have for you guys. I think this is gonna be a two-parter. I forget whether or not it is. Let me check something for you guys. It does look like it's probably gonna be a two-parter. So I'm gonna give you guys two drops in this with loot routes. They work exceptionally well for me, specifically in Arena and Cash Cup. I haven't tried either of these routes in FNCS, but I know that they're reliable in other competitive scenarios, so that's why I thought that I'd give them to you guys here in today's video. If you do like the video, drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been Bybes. Peace. In this bus route. So this will be a new experience for me as well. Let's see what happens. Should be alright. I think we have a good glide. I think I measured it about right. All depends on elevation and stuff like that, but still. Should be pretty good. That guy just tried to fucking grief our glide too. Don't know what the hell he's on. Alright. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get triple rock and loot up. Get our shit together. I couldn't done that any better if I fucking tried. I was expecting a little bit better loot, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Oh no, fuck that. I'll take this. So we're gonna mushroom up. Don't really need to use heals at this point in the game. It's honestly just a waste. And then we want to loot the outside bushes here for stuff like. There's a lot of stuff that can spawn up here. I've seen big shields, ARs, SMGs, obviously shotguns and stuff like that. Sometimes a lot of white pumps will spawn. Let's see, we got a blue AR. More boxes. We're gonna need more mushrooms. And so what I like about this spot specifically is you have the option to rotate into farm. You can rotate into risky. Holy shit. I don't know what the hell this kid's doing. Ooh. Huh? Okay. So already we have our good elim. And then we can loot back up from here. Obviously, like I said, I'm running around through these bushes trying to see what's up. I don't know who padded, but that's an interesting use of a launch pad. I didn't hear anybody use that, but apparently I'm deaf. And already like that, we have a mat refresh. Pretty good on loot. Honestly, we could farm up a little bit here. And like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, you have the option to rotate into frenzy, you can rotate into risky, or even if you're like feeling like a little bit cautious about it, you can rotate up the river here and just if you get a harpoon or you can somehow like find like a fishing rod or stuff like that, you're able to like farm up floppers and stuff like that, so you have early game fish. So that's really good. Fish are like crucial, as I said before, to like early game, mid game, and late game placement. So like using these type of things to your advantage is like how to get the most out of your games, in my opinion. I'm not sure exactly what the risky guy has done so far this game. Might as well use the pad to like get a move on here. I don't know where the loot in the back of that truck went, but there was definitely a chest there, and now there's nothing. So that's interesting. this guy's a bot. Okay. 92, 26, 52. I don't know in what world 26 damage headshots, or not headshots, but body shots. I don't know where that comes from, but should have pulled out my SMG anyways, but I was low on ammo, so I didn't really think of that. I should have thought ahead of time. But, you know, obviously you want to take those fights early game, try and get as much elims as possible, especially in cash cup scenarios. You want to be taking fights. You can't really be running away unless obviously you're getting third partied or something. Obviously play your life, but um, when it comes down to it, cash cups are all about elims, and then FNCS even was about elims. So you really have to be playing more and more aggro as the game has gone on, and I don't think that that'll change even with rotations in chapter 3. I don't think anything like that'll change. You always have to be on your toes. You always have to be moving forward, trying to take as many gunfights as possible, and just trying to step up to the plate. So that's my main goal when going into like a drop like that. You want to be able to like have as many options or outs as possible. So like obviously with the frenzy farm thing, you rotate in. There's probably been at least 2 or 3 gunfights. They are probably looted up. If not, they're low on loot, so it's either a hit or miss. Taking that. Oftentimes risky reels, you'll have a engagement like mine where the guy is either really cracked out of his mind and gets like all 3 of them, or he'll be like really bad on loot and he'll play more passive and you'll be able to get kills. But as we're seeing a lot more like people jump into boxes because they have aimbot, until that really gets fixed, you have to be like I don't know what it's called. You just have to be aware and sheltered and passive, while also I don't know. You have to be passive aggressive, honestly, in the way that you approach the game. At least from my perspective. All right, we got a pretty shitty bus, but this is probably gonna be the last video I make of like loot routes for chapter 2. Hopefully the map doesn't change so you guys can use some of these tips. Um, but I'll probably be making more like loot routes and shit like that upcoming. We'll have to see what happens in the updates and stuff like that. Um, Usually it starts off like bare bones as hell every season, and then you get more and more loot as you go. But it felt like this season was hella loot packed, and I don't know how they're gonna like re-employ some of these stuff. So hopefully it works out, but I don't really know. This shit's gonna be whack. So basically, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to get a good enough glide that I can get on top building, but obviously that didn't happen because of the bus route, and I didn't really know how to like straight shoot it. So we got pretty much the next best thing. It's not too bad. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna loot top down. Usually there's a chest in every corner here. Oh my god, I literally hit my fucking thingy. Okay, so what we do here is, at least until later, swap for that. Bandage gun's like the best thing you can have for yourself early game, in my opinion. Extremely useful. especially because a lot of people take white damage, health, like hits, and then they don't have any way of like restacking it because they're only stacking shields at the beginning. So it's really useful to have something like that in handy. And then our next our next aim in the game is honestly to go get our harpoon back, and then we like go from there and go farm. Nobody else landed here, so it's kind of like whack. I can't really show you guys what you do, but like basically you get to a point. Oh, there is people here actually. So you get to a point where like you feel comfortable with your loot. You're like, all right, I can probably take a gunfight with this. That's the point where you're like, all right, let me just go chow people. So this guy's over here. So what I'm gonna want to do is like try and like tag him a bit, and then force the gunfight. Oh my god, I choked. I choked, and then they give me 28 damage. Like, okay, so basically what you want to do is not that. You want to actually win your gunfight. This guy beat me because he can't miss a fucking shotgun shot, so he's probably L2ing me. I changed my sensitivity, so that's all you need to know.